All right, y'all. Good morning. This is Jeff. And it's March the 4th, I believe, March the 4th, 2021. I'm coming to you with another 2-week update. I cannot remember what week this is for me. But I do know that I'm now at my 6-month post-op VSG journey, and which is great. I cannot remember how much I weighed the last time I did a video, but I do know that I believe my weight is stagnant right now. Even though I do work out quite a bit, I believe that I am 210 pounds. So if you think about it, September of 2020, I was 319 pounds, and 6 months later, I'm 210 pounds. That's awesome. My ideal weight goal, my desired weight goal, is between 190 pounds and 200 pounds. So I'm really close to that. I'm working really hard to get there. Really trying to watch my eating habits and things like that, because I'm starting to realize in this 6-month process how easy it is to revert back to bad habits. Even though I have not done that, and I haven't had much of a desire to do that, I still haven't, been eating fast food. If I do eat a fast food item, it might be a taco from Taco Bell, or it might be an Impossible Slider and a small order of fries from White Castle, but that's rare. I more so cook my meals and things like that. And I'm trying to kind of stay close to a plant-based diet, so I kind of go back and forth. I just had my 6-month follow-up with my surgeon, and they are very impressed by my weight loss and how well I've been maintaining that. I was working out 6 days a week. I had to cut back to 4 because after my 6-month labs, and this is a very extensive lab process because they check a lot of things. Everything turned out great, except one of my protein levels was low. So that indicated that I'm probably not eating enough. And it's really hard at this stage to gauge, how, because, when you're working out 6 days a week, especially if you're working out a lot, you have to replenish your body with protein. So I'm trying to figure out how much protein should I replenish my body, when I think at this point, I should be getting into micro and macro nutrients and things like that. So I should be having those conversations with my dietitian, and I'll be having those conversations with my personal trainer, who I think does a great job of sending me workouts. We live in different states, so he sent me workouts through an app, and they usually last between 45 minutes and an hour. And like I told him, I'm not trying to work out no longer than an hour. I'm like to get in the gym, get out the gym. I used to work out a lot when I was younger. I felt like I had the timing, I had the patience, Now, so I don't quite have the patience like I used to, but I still get up and I work out. I get up about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I go get a cup of coffee, a couple bottles of water, and I go to the gym and I work out for about 45 minutes to an hour. And so I try now to do that 4 days a week. And it's been effective because I can feel like parts of my body like really sore. I can feel those muscles working. I'm starting to kind of feel some abs here and things like that. And so, like I said before, I want to continue making these videos because I want to reach out to somebody. I want to help somebody. And when I was in the process of starting this journey, it was really hard to find videos of people who look like me, who either went through the same journey or was going through the same journey, and especially Black men. I've seen maybe 1 or 2, and the videos was very limited, like, 1 or 2 videos here. And they didn't really get into the meat and potatoes of their journey. They just kind of talked about, I felt like they glossed over the important parts, and they kind of got to the end of, this is where I'm at now. I've lost all this weight. I eat 1 or 2 bites and that's it. It's deeper than that. And I think that if you are somebody who may be curious about this, you may have done everything in your power to lose the weight, and it may not seem like because when you are heavy, I was 341 pounds. When you are heavy, you are met with a lot of medical challenges sometimes, and it's really hard to get yourself in a place to really work your body to lose that weight. And the surgery really helps you. It's a powerful tool to help you. It's not a magic tool, but it's a powerful tool to help you. It kind of gives you that boost, that motivation. Let me take 20, 30 pounds off of you and then see how well you work with losing the rest. Even though I've lost a significant amount of weight, not so much just through not so much just through the surgery, but me working my body out too, which I still do. And I still, sometimes it doesn't quite hit me how hard I worked to get to this journey, because even looking at my face now in the camera, my face is so much smaller, and it used to be big. I still keep my work badge from work. I haven't changed my picture yet. I still keep that as a reminder of how I used to look. My driver's license, I haven't changed it yet. I still keep it as a reminder. And sometimes people at my job who wasn't privy to how I looked before the surgery would look at my badge like, wow, why was you so big in the badge? I'll say, because I was big, and I lost all that weight. And so I hope that these videos truly help people. I would like more people to see these videos, because as I am working on my master's degree in social work, one of my main focuses is to help people who are obese through therapeutic measures, and help them, mentally as well as physically prepare for a life-changing experience. For me, as I look back, because I had to tackle the barriers to my weight loss journey. And one of my greatest barriers were overeating. Another barrier was smoking cigarettes. And I can proudly say that this is my 3-year anniversary since I quit smoking cigarettes. This month is my 3-year anniversary, so I can proudly say that. And since the surgery, I was able to tackle my obsession with overeating, and it was fueled by depressed moments. There might be something that I didn't want to deal with. I would go out and I would get like the biggest bag of Ruffles or tortilla chips and a bottle of queso dip, and maybe some Debbie cakes, Swiss roll, nutty bar, and then a Monster or a Red Bull. And I would just lay in my bed and I was watching movies or TV, and I would just eat. And I didn't realize, and this is one thing that we don't realize, when we sit up and watch TV and eat, we don't pay attention to how much we're eating. And we'll eat and eat and eat as our show goes on, and we don't realize that we've overeaten. And so I got away from that because I love how I look now. I love how I look. I love how I feel. I love how I move. I've garnered so much more attention. Not that, that's important to me, because it's really not. I don't like to be the center of attention. I never have. However, I've garnered so much more attention, which is great. I'm so much more motivated to do more. I just finished 2 classes, Social Work Practice 1 and Human Behavior and Social Environment. I am now, working on Social Work Practice 2, and then I'll be starting my practicums in May. And so next year I'll be finishing my master's degree in social work. And one of my primary focus in that is to help obese people, because I feel like, there's a reason why we've allowed ourselves to get to a certain place in life where we are, heavy and unhealthy. And regardless of what others think, that's your body, that's your journey. If you feel like you want to have some form of weight loss surgery, because there's several procedures. If you feel like you want to have some form of weight loss surgery to help you on that journey, you do the research. Do the research and go through it. Talk to some people that may support you in that aspect. Find some videos on YouTube of people that's been through that journey, that's continuing to go, because, the journey doesn't begin until after the surgery. the real journey doesn't begin until after the surgery, because that's when the real work comes in at. You know, we get excited in the process because we know that we're about to go through this process of having the surgery, and we know that the surgery is going to cause us to lose weight. And I was very excited in the beginning before I had my surgery, because I felt like finally I'm about to lose this weight. I'm about to get back to the real me. And but it hadn't hit me mentally that I was about to go through a life altering change. Not, lose the weight and then go back to eating Burger King and McDonald's and White Castle and, KFC and all these places that got me to where I'm at. There's no going back to that. You may once in a while have a little bit of that. I don't eat burgers. Don't eat them. I may do a turkey burger at home without the bread and all that, just the meat by itself and cut it up. I'm still, 3 ounces per meal, as required by my dietitian. I at this point, at this stage of the game, 6 months, I really should be eating more, according to my binder, and that process. However, for some odd reason, she wants me to stay on 3 ounces. I don't know why, but I feel like the way that I work out, it's not enough. To eat 3 meals a day, 3 ounces, that's to me not enough. And so we'll be having those conversations, because I feel like that to me, I feel like that halts me from losing weight, and I'm not eating enough. But that's another story. But if you are somebody that, even if you're somebody that's had the surgery, I feel like it's very necessary to connect with others that's had the surgery, because some of us fall off. And some of us fall off because we get back into those bad habits of eating the wrong things. And then the weight balloons. And I can see, when they talk about empty calories, when I thought about back then when I was going, I would go to Burger King, and I would get 2 double cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a large Coke. And I would eat that. But then later on, I would eat again, and not realizing that alone pushed me well over 2,000 some odd calories in one meal. And the more I added on to that, the more I was pushing myself up that ladder of weight gain. But also just thinking about the fat and all that empty calories and stuff, because when you eat stuff like that, later on you tend to forget that you're eating. And then it does nothing for you. To me, it doesn't really fill you up because it's empty calories. That's why it's very important to have mostly protein. When they tell you, my dietitian telling me, and I get it now, fill your plate mostly with protein and eat that first. Because if you eat that first, it will fill you up to where you wouldn't eat as much as the rest, like the carbs and things like that. So that's what I focus on. And sometimes it's hard to do, because you try to find protein sources. I mean, now really trying to get into tofu and tempeh. I actually like tempeh. It's not as intricate as tofu. Tofu is a process, but with tempeh, it's a lot easier to, put together and make. I actually made some tofu or some tempeh, my version of tempeh chicken fingers, which I thought was really good. I just thought I put too much seasoning on it, so now I know to be very careful with the seasoning. And so I do tempeh, I do tofu, I do edamame, chickpea. They have chickpea rice, edamame, things like that. And just trying to find different protein sources that are of a plant-based nature, because it helps put the body where it needs to be. And then just looking at, trying to keep, I just did a vision board of and I did my goals, which is finance, education, physical, mental health, wellness. And just, keeping a mental picture of guys who, not so much I want to look like, but have bodies that I would like to have. And just kind of keep that in mind when I'm working out, because obviously they work, like my personal trainer, obviously he's worked very hard to get the body that he has. And he's very dedicated to his plant-based journey. and it's his goal to get other people, on that journey and hooked onto that. So just watching him and his videos and seeing how hard he works to maintain the body that he has, even though he's a lot younger than me. I think in your 20s it's easier to, because you have that stamina, you have that energy. Most of the times you have that stamina and that energy to go the distance. But when you get older, and you just get yourself back to that place, is a little bit harder. I just celebrated a birthday last month, and so I mean, I am back to, I move faster. I will say that I move faster, and my responses are quicker, but I would like to, I just want to get to a place where I'm just athletic again. And, even, jogging, I want to do a marathon, 5K marathon, probably get into playing basketball. Things that I used to do when I was younger that I stopped doing because of my weight. And the fact that I was just tired and didn't feel like doing it, And so this again is a 2-week update. Not much has changed. My weight is kind of stagnant right now. And I think I'm at a place really where I'm just trying to tone. And I really do want to drop another 20 pounds. Even though people are telling me don't do it, don't do that. I feel like you're fine the way you are. No, I'm not fine the way I am. I may be fine the way you want me to be, but I didn't do this journey for anybody but myself. And so my goal is I want my stomach to be flat, and it's not there yet. I can feel it coming in, like the ab area is flat, but the lower part is pudgy. And I want it to be flat, and I want my chest to stick out more. So those are the two areas that I'm really trying to work on. I want my thighs to be stronger, my calves to be stronger, my biceps, triceps, those to be, stronger. And so that's what I'm working towards, and I'm gonna continue working towards that, even though it's been hard. But hey, hard work is its own reward, because the results is what you work for. And so that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I do like doing these videos because I feel like I'm reaching somebody. I feel like somebody's watching me, somebody's listening, somebody's curious, somebody wants to, somebody's thinking, how would this journey work for me? Am I ready to give up the bad eating habits? Am I ready to give up some of the things that I enjoy? You have to ask yourself, which one is worth it? Is it more worth it to have the pork chops or have the body? Which one, for me, the body is more important to me and I can eat a little bit of this stuff. Like I can eat a little bit of a pork chop if I wanted to. I don't really eat them anymore. Or, some of the things I used to do. So for me, and I used to feel like it was more important to have that than to have the body. And I'm like, my thought process is off. It's way off. To me, it's more important to have the body than to have that. So that's where I'm at right now. And so if these videos help you, please keep watching. Please subscribe. Please comment below, ask questions. I can only tell you my journey. I'm not an MD. I cannot give you medical advice. I will not give you medical advice, but I will tell you my journey and my experiences because, it's different from the next person. Even the videos I watch, their journey and their experience is a little bit different from mine. So I will give you, those things. So again, if this helps you, please continue watching. Please comment below. Please subscribe. I want to get as many subscribers as possible. I want to get as many views as possible because I want to take this and as a journey, and I want to run with it. I want to be a spokesperson for obesity and things like that. And I would love to go and travel and just talk and just tell my story and talk about my journey and inspire somebody who wants to come on this side of the fence and come away from that side of the fence and become a more healthier, better version of themselves, because this does make you a more healthier and better version of yourself if you're willing to do the work. The surgery alone does not help you. The surgery alone does not help you. It is a tool to motivate you, to guide you, to give you that assistance in going the distance if you are willing to go the distance. But the surgery doesn't stop at the surgery. You have to put in the work. You have to keep going. You have to be motivated. All those things. And it took me a little minute, but I did it. And I'm still doing it. You know, this is a lifestyle change. And so I'm going to wrap this up, this video, conclude this with, you know, I'll continue to come back in 2 weeks just to, you know, keep you guys abreast of my journey and what's going on with me physically, mentally, things like that. You know, and I think it's very important to keep doing this so people can see, oh, 6 months later, he's still, you know, working hard to maintain his shape. He's still working, you know, hard to fight those demons that cause him to overeat and things like that. It's not 6 months later, oh, he done went back to that person. He's 350 pounds or whatnot. The weight loss surgery wasn't successful for him. And so I don't want to be that person. I've seen people on YouTube who have gone down that road, lost all the weight, looked good, and gained it all back and then some. I'm not doing it. It's not going to happen. So just keep watching. Please comment, and I will talk to you all in another 2 weeks. Thank you.